Okay, we're back with their last video for the Darkening of Tristram event. It's gonna be toward the tail end of this one that I am going to once again, where I'm going to tell that story I promised in the beginning. But first, I have to get to. Well, I don't have to get to Diablo to tell the story. It just feels more appropriate to get to Diablo before I tell the story. So. And poof, Book of Lazarus, Black Jade, one of Lazarus's assistants, one of his succubus assistants. Hey, another legendary. I didn't get this much treasure, this much actually interesting treasure last time. And I'm actually going to have my blacksmith break these down instead of selling them, because I don't have much of the legendary craft material Forgotten Souls. I might do some Diablo 3 play videos of just Diablo 3 stuff. And then here's Red Vex. She died a lot nicer than Black Jade did. And then of course Archbishop Lazarus, who when you aggroed him in Diablo 1 would comment about how you were too late to save the child, but then you could join him in hell. Everything about this game was designed in such a way to actually make it scary for its time, within its limitations of the just technical programming limitations of the time of the game. But there, once you've dealt with Lazarus, it pops this portal to Labyrinth level 16, Diablo's Lair. I'm going to be recording with Kisa after this. We haven't decided what we're recording yet, but after this I'm going to go from recording here to recording with Kisa. So please forgive if my voice starts to sound a little tired. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of recording, and I'm gonna try to stay as fun and funny about it as I can. Might even get more funny about it as my voice goes. Well, I'd rather dedicate my voice to this than repeatedly asking, "Hi, how can I help you?" Because I work retail, and no, Diablo, I don't want to fight you yet. Okay, so you saw how this floor is designed in such a way that you go opening door after door after door with these switches until you have unleashed the Dark Lord Diablo. Ow, 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 do not roast me with lightning breath. Which the original Diablo didn't have nearly as many fight mechanics. He just had his normal swing and the spell Apocalypse, which hit you no matter where you were. Ow, 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 ow. Though he seems to be hitting me quite reliably with the lightning breath this time, as compared to my other characters who did this. That could keep away a lot better. 1 billion health as compared to everyone else's millions. Here's the closing cutscene. I'm gonna tell my story after. Well, there's no talking in the cutscene, so I can kind of talk through it. But in this cutscene, which yes is lagging a bit itself, you see our hero, the warrior Aiden. I think he might have been another of Leoric's sons, actually. I don't know. I'd have to re-review the lore for Diablo 3 again. Taking the Soulstone from the dead Prince Albrecht's body. Once the Soulstone's removed, the prince's body reverts to his normal form, and he gets to finish dying as a human. And Aiden looking at the Soulstone, realizes that this corruption is going to stay in the world no matter what he does, so he thinks to contend with the will of Diablo, he would put the soul stone in his own forehead, try to hold back that evil with his own will. Diablo 2 tells us that that did not turn out very well for him, as he turns into Diablo in Diablo 2. But I did warn that there would be spoilers abound in this video, or this video series, I should say. And I'll warn again in the description below. Anyways, in the original game, this floor was spread out a lot more. There was more space between each of these chambers, and Diablo's chamber himself was really cloistered off in a spot where you kind of had a sense of what you were getting yourself into once you've opened these other doors. But I was playing a sorcerer at the time. I was a squishy character. I didn't want to, and there were enemies with all the bosses, so to speak, in each of these other rooms. So clearly I was assuming there would be minions in this final room with Diablo. And I didn't want to take on all of them at once. So I thought strategically. I was going to throw a fireball in there to hit something and lure it out, and repeat that process until something stopped coming out. That single fireball I threw was bait. After it exploded, I saw that ending cutscene start playing. My sorcerer had one-shot Diablo without me even getting him on screen. And that was my experience for my first time beating that game. Now, there's one last thing I want to show you guys of this event. The final thing of this event before I end off this video. Let Darth Mom have her living room back so she can stop being mad at me for recording this boring me yammering on and on. And that's what you do with this black mushroom that I picked up. Like I said, in Diablo 3, there's another one that you can get in the cathedral that is part of an item called the Staff of Hurting, that I might tell you what that's good for in another video where I show you what it's good for. But also, back in Diablo 1 time, it was used as a part of making a potion, and that's what made your stat boosting elixirs, where you could max out your stats at any level by getting enough of these elixirs. So we go to Adria's hut, because that's where you took the black mushroom in Diablo 1. Adria's not here, but her cauldron is. We add the black mushroom to it, and we have a witch's brew. This strange concoction has been steeping for several years now. Well, who do we know that likes to drink? That would be our good buddy Farnham, which I was so depressed when I saw him as a unique mob to kill here in Diablo 3. I didn't want to kill him when I saw him. I wanted to run away, but he kinda had me cornered, and running by him without killing him would probably have resulted in him killing me. But so let's give this tragic fellow one last drink. So we give him the witch's brew, and we get drunkard's debt. All the treasure Farnham had left, which held hoped to use to keep his favorite place in business. Now I didn't click on all these corpses, but it tells you. But if you click on them out of order, it tells you this man's spirit yearns to help the wounded and afflicted. And the restless spirit of the blacksmith needs to make one last treasure. And in the case of Ogden, it says that he died penniless, having given everything he had to help those in need. So we give the drunkard's debt to him because he was the owner of the tavern. We got Garda's letter now. A heartfelt letter from Ogden's wife to the healer of Tristram. It regards the fate of Canas's child. Canas, apparently, or Canase, is a new name to me, because it was never mentioned in Diablo 1. I don't think I heard or read it anywhere in Diablos 2 or 3. But Canas is apparently Wirt's father or mother, because when you bring it to Pepin, who is even in death still wants to help the wounded, you get the healer's prescription, which is Pepin's detailed schematics for a child's wooden leg. That would be Wirt's leg. And I already told you in the first video here, Griswold made that leg. And you bring it to him, you release his spirit, and since I already done it, nothing dropped. But when you do it for the first time on your account for this game, it will drop the plans for Wirt's leg, which I've already went and crafted back home in New Tristram. But just to show you, right here, no, it's forge armor. Oh, weapons. Maces. Wirt's leg. I don't know if this is useful for anything or if it's just for nostalgia purposes. I'm going to say probably nostalgia. But I have the plans for it. And over in my stash over here, going to see Icarus's stash. I'm not growing a stash. You can't make me. I've got a collection of things I'm not using because I collect things. I'm a collector of things. On this page, I have things that are just collectibles or materials that I want to upgrade later. I've been trying to upgrade two-handed swords in hopes of getting the Ashbringer because they put the Ashbringer from WoW in this game. But here's Wirt's leg. Simple as that. I don't even know if you do anything with it, but it's just got flavor text. And this is what Pepin actually says in Diablo 1 about Wirt if you talk to him. Poor Wirt. I did all that was possible for the child, but I know that he despises that wooden peg I was forced to attach to his leg. His wounds were hideous. No one, and especially such a young child, should have to suffer the way he did. Pepin was just a nice, kind person. There's that staff of herding I mentioned. But that's it for this video series on the Darkening of Tristram. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If Darth Maul is to be believed, there's no way for you to have enjoyed it, but it actually took me 2 hours to record. I'm attributing that to the lag that I wasn't expecting that is caused by recording while playing, and I'm going to be reviewing just to make sure the videos are actually watchable, and if they are not, I'm going to try to figure out what was wrong with the what I can do to cut that lag down some, and then probably see if I can re-record somewhere that won't bother the Darth Maul. For now, that's it. That is the Darkening of Tristram event in Diablo 3. It's going till January 30th for those who already enjoy the game, or even those who are planning on getting the game and hope to get it while this event's still going. You have till the end of the month. You all have a nice day. Bye.